Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from PC Gamer. Ubisoft apologizes for ableist language in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Guess who wrote this? Andy Chalk. So you knew it's gonna be pretty woke. A description of a character who was badly burned as a child will be changed in an update. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is out today, and in case you hadn't heard, it is excellent. Wait, didn't PC Gamer just say that it was meh? And a lot of people saying that it was and now it's excellent? It builds on the already excellent RPG foundations laid by Origins and Odyssey, but with the meaningful improvements that iron out many of the frustrations I had with both games. Steven said in his 92 out of 100 Valhalla launch seems to have gone relatively smoothly too. Courtney Craven, the founder of gaming accessibility site Can I Play That, found one troubling issue with the game, however, a description of a character who was badly burned as a child and now lives in fear of people seeing her disfigured face. Okay, what's so objectionable here? Let's see. Horribly burned in a childhood accident. You're for wine, or for win, is terrified someone will see her disfigured face. She relieves her fury with bursts of violence. Okay, so is this the changed text? So what was in here before? Okay. I didn't include this in my Assassin's Creed Valhalla impressions piece, but it's equally important to address. This is a character description in the game. They wrote it's absolutely unacceptable to talk about facial differences this way. Writers for games and otherwise need to do better. Okay? What was in there before? Unfortunately, although not unexpectedly, the reaction to Craven's tweet was largely negative, leading them to protect their tweets. Ubisoft took a more understanding approach, however. Sure, but what was in there that was so bad? I didn't include this in a certain impressions piece. Okay, so we already know it's going to be a pronoun person, you know, pronoun gang. Let's take a look at this, because obviously they usually are. Oh, of course, I was right. Alright. Award-winning nerd who founded Can I Play That, those captions for Unreal Engine, they damn, so it's the pronoun mafia. So what was in there that was so questionable? Who is born victim, get from his ability, spent many years to show my first scars, was sitting beside me, and I came upon this bit in the game, and the look at her face was embarrassed that this was impression of the industry I love so much. What? What? Wait. This is the problem, and this is the original, and you're having problem with this? What did it? Are you actually making a mountain out of a molehill? This is kind of like getting yourself a midget with a tiny dick, and then you describe to somebody else that it is a giant, 6.5 foot giant with a huge dick. What? What in the actual fuck is wrong with these people? You actually, how would you describe somebody's face if it's disfigured? Oh, it's ableist. So let's, you know what? Let's do the wokest shit possible. Delete that character from the game. That's even better. That will definitely 100% work. That is much better. After all, it's the woke thing to do. Kind of like the activists and woke activists. Instead of advocating for the ramp on for a business or for a building, they will advocate for the deletion and the complete removal of stairs. So, doing that, we delete that character. We put her out of business. She is gone in a patch. She will be, well, fondly remembered by those who actually bother to read these things and remember the character. So otherwise, nobody cares. I think that's the best thing you can do. After all, isn't that the woke mantra? Holy shit, pickle. Ubisoft made a similar change in the early 2019 in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey in response to complaints to the legacy of the First Blade DLC forced players into heterosexual romances, obviously changing the lore of the game, because why would it be common for having a heterosexual relationship? Apparently, and according to a few woke idiots that I say or talk to, in which I said that heterosexual relationships is the normal, they got absolutely triggered. They allude and said that heterosexuality is not normal, or in this case, that homosexuality is more normal. I was baffled the moment that they said those things, and I continue to be baffled. Even I can't believe what I just said, even quoting these idiots. What? I asked them, how do you suspect that a species can pass on its genes if heterosexuality is not the norm? They couldn't answer. They just decided to insult me instead. That's pretty much the go-to reaction of these people. Why? Are we going to retard land? Because if we are, can I at least get off this boat and drown myself in the ocean? Because I don't want to go there. I prefer to kill myself than this. Holy shit, pickle. This is retarded. An update was released following months that made changes intended to better reflect the nature of the relationship for players selecting a non-romantic storyline. So basically you pandered to the less than 1% of the demographic, to people who barely buys your games. Congratulations, Ubisoft. You're now doing the same thing for Valhalla. But then again, Valhalla is pretty much a piece of shit of a game from what I've been seeing, so why bother? Given the increased focus on the storytelling, and in Valhalla, Steven said in his review that it's much better than Odyssey, a telling an engaging story that twists and turns according to my decisions, not terribly surprising to see somebody could address. There's no time frame for the update at this point. A Ubisoft rep said that the company currently has no information to share beyond the tweet. Well, just do the woke thing. Delete it. Delete the character. After all, it did the crime of insulting you, right? Because that's the thing people do nowadays. The absolute woke pieces of shit. Let's see what this website is all about. Let's see, can I play that? Okay. Impressions. Wait, what? Assassin's Creed Valhalla connective accessibility impressions from Can I Play That from the person who insisted in changing a word in that it took me a while to understand that it was actually the problem, that disfigured word that was the problem. Are you shitting me? Okay, let's take a look. Let's see, not doxing myself. Thank goodness I'm not even paying a single cent for an ad on this website if they have ads. I spent an hour and a half diving into freezing water, searching aimlessly for a woman's cum so that I could sleep with her. Don't judge me, the heart wants what it wants. After that, I advanced with okay, so these people are actually being paid to write things like this. Okay, fine. So we see everything they do. I just see one more approach. So graphically speaking, the game seems to be and you know, with strip utility as well. Oh, okay, so that's the entire review. Okay, Assassin's Creed Valhalla feels like a case study. People's developers believing that accessibility lies in solely providing options. Let players have huge subtitles, give them menu narration, the scalable map icons, and you've created an accessible game, right or wrong. An accessible game must be crafted as an accessible experience, with thoughtful attention given to UX and UI, so user experience and user interface. I can't help but feel that the accessibility of Valhalla is more of a last-minute band-aid than a truly inclusive game, and it's the first Assassin's Creed game since the original Assassin's Creed that I don't see myself finishing. Ah, of course, so you didn't even finish and you felt like the necessity to write this review without actually finishing the game. Why is that a problem? What do you want? You want the game's journalist difficulty? Because, apparently that's a requirement nowadays. Where's my action? Positive felt me wanting more and feeling like I was surfing the greater good of fiction. In Valhalla, I'm doing everything but raids and quests because they just feel mean. Oh. I find that I'm only able to play for a few minutes at a time because I'm trying to make any kind of progress. It's just too mentally taxing. Okay. What's so taxing about it? Is it grindy? Is it mind-numbingly grindy? I feel like I'm playing a Souls game, so that's probably good. But instead of impossibly hard combat, I'm met with impossibly hard progression. So, grindy? Is it grindy? Maybe it was a weird 2020 being, and maybe it's a story paired with how many barriers I'm facing in this game, but I just can't enjoy raiding for the sake of raiding. I don't want to ravage entire villages and towns, burn down homes and farmers for no reason other than Viking and want stuff. So? Isn't that the story of the Vikings? That was pretty much what they have done in the past. They would raid other countries and burn shit down and steal stuff. Because that's pretty much their history. What in the actual fuck? Are you actually denying history? Oh, yes. That's probably the only thing that you can actually answer to this, because you don't understand history, so you're probably one of the people who would actually advocate for black people somewhere in Middle Ages in Europe, or even before that, because history is not your forte, obviously, and the appearance of the person kind of dictates that. There's no comment section, so they do not want anything or anything going against their narrative or their barely holding out beliefs, or anything that goes against their mentality, or anything that could potentially make them question their own reality. And reality, I mean their own reality, like I said. Because reality, they do not have. Because they do not live in reality in the real world. They just live in their own reality. As in, they need to create their own facts to combat the actual facts. Holy shit, that's a tiny need to review for a game that... And they still provided this person a multiple person or with multiple personalities because they use they them pronouns. The only way was to finish the world was by guessing 3 days later I realized that Venom was talking about okay, so definitely a bit of... You know what? This is sad. I'm not gonna... I'm not even going to go into any more details because this is utterly fucking sad. And they actually want to be paid to do things like this. I'm so damn sad. Because people like this, what disappointment. What a disappointment. Oh well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Holy shit, their staff is a lot of woke people. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you want more of this shit. Because you obviously want more of me and this shit. So if you want more diarrhea, don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. Good night.